on a secret project, are we, sir? Working on a secret project, are we, sir? Working on a secret project, are we, sir? Working on a secret project, are we, sir?
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. So we've come here today to be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
I have a dream that my eyes couldn't see, the color of skin that your pigment brings, that I couldn't feel the lashes of hatred, cause racism stings, that I never heard the names that degrade, that our youth now scream, that I never spoke words that hurt, so perverse that word taught to me, cause the world burned a tree of equality, no apology, there's a drought of dignity, that we thirst to be free, we're crippled and diseased by unspoken policies, labeled minorities, yet we're all one, only the blind can unconditionally love, so we must, yes we must fight now, we must blind our eyes, listen to the cries, face what's inside, break shameful pride, changing our times till our fate's satisfied.
Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice. Now is the time.
Sometimes I wish I was blind, cause only then I could see the true nature of a human being. Oh Lord, I wish I was blind, cause only then there could be a world where color fades and is far in between. My gender, my age, my culture, my nation, under God, protected, uplifted creations. We gotta stand as one voice against the ages of men who destroyed the pages of a book that was sent here to save us. Minds captive, they raised us. In chains, enslaved us. In the pain, still stains us. In the rain, engraved us. With the struggle, it made us. Endurance, outrageous. Oh Lord, I wish I was blind to the fact that we was never free. We tried to let it ring to live in society. Still we sing with one voice in a million harmonies. It's our time to open our eyes and see we are not blind. We are not blind. We will not be silent. We will stand up to the injustice. We will fight for our rights in our communities. Build bridges of peace and unity. I will be set free.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. My poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now is the time. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood from every mountainside. Let freedom ring, and if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. So let freedom ring. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
What is up, fam? How is everybody? Not exactly in my usual jovial great mood tonight, but if anybody's been paying attention, what's been happening on the Twitter sphere, and then you probably understand exactly why I'm not that happy. We've got a lot of problems going on in our movement, y'all. We've got anti-Semitism and racism running rampant in our movement. And a lot of folks have known that for a long time with certain factions of our movement. You can call it the alt-right. Someone said my sound wasn't great, so is that better? Are you guys getting a better sound now? Don't want you to miss this. Great. Anyway, our president has gone through, as far as I'm concerned, needless fights and needless garbage by the mainstream media because of people like David Duke or whatnot coming out trying to get their 5 seconds of fame and saying they'd vote for Trump. And how often did we hear, will you disavow, will you disavow? The alt-right, some of the alt-right have given, a lot of us a bad name in this movement. It's already bad enough the media considers anybody that votes for Trump a racist, a white nationalist, a white supremacist. Call it whatever you want. That's how we are classified by the left for being Trump supporters. If you don't believe me, check out some of the videos before the election of what Trump supporters went through in places like Arizona and others. So when you see factions that are supposed to be MAGA that pretty much just make a living, literally make a living through donations off of attacking MAGA, it's infuriating. But when you see racism and anti-Semitism at such a level as I've seen this last week, it fucking disgusts me, and I'm going to call it out for what it is. And I'm going to be pretty basic in my evidence, because trust me, I could sit here for hours and show you guys evidence of the attacks by a total fucking zero and his clan. But when they cross the line of anti-Semitism and they cross the line of racism, then I've had enough. You can attack me all you want. If you guys know, I've already been doxxed by this libturd 0 Hour. My information's been put all over Twitter. My name is Bruce Spencer. You guys know me as Smooch Panda. I am not scared of being doxxed. I don't give two shits. But they figured that was power that they had. That's not what this is about. Full disclosure, I can't stand the little prick. And when I run into racist and whatnot, I want to put a big T on their forehead. But that's neither here nor there. But when I start seeing people that are running for congressional offices, who have shows with tens of thousands of views, and most of those people that are watching are good MAGA people who just want to be uplifted. They don't know that behind the scenes, some of these people are not only endorsing this racism, they're pushing it. And I say right now, for anybody in this MAGA movement, if you do not stand with me and fight against anti-Semitism and racism, then I'm going to block you. I have no time for you. And I say, if there's a question and you don't disavow, well, then you're making the decision right there. If you do not disavow racism and anti-Semitism in this day and age, then you are being complicit in it, as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to call you straight out to your face. I know you have a lot of names, Zero. I know you as Fiona Dipshit Tarantino. So Fiona, I'm going to expose you tonight, and I hope I'm not blocking any trolls. I hope all the trolls come in and get educated. Like I said, I could do this for hours, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to show you some stuff right off the bat. First off, for the folks that didn't think that the Dilldoe was racist. Dilldoe. Didn't do nothing is a pejorative term that originated on /poll to mock and criticize black people during the numerous riots throughout 2014 and 2015. The phrase didn't do nothing is derived from a bastardization of the phrase didn't do nothing, a plea for innocent often used in reference to unarmed black men killed by police. This goes back to the 30s, y'all. So, you know, these people can cry ignorance, that's all they want, but they were warned when they first went out and started doing this. I warned them, others warned them. They did not listen, and they kept on. And they've actually stepped it up quite a bit. During their didn't do nothing phase, they wore Santa hats, and while they were attacking me, like this one here, accusing me of ludicrous bullshit without any kind of backing up, but you know, that's how he gets his donations. He throws out a claim and then people come and send him money. It's ridiculous. But notice the Dilldoe hat right there. That there I could take, even though it sucks, even though I tried to warn these guys that what they were doing was racist, I could take. Let me show you some things that I cannot take from these people. The very first one that I cannot take, let me go ahead and pull it up here, is one of his most recent ones. Come on, guys, in any fucking day space, that this is not acceptable behavior. Not at all. This is not acceptable. And let me find the other one. This guy's right here is disgusting. This is fucking disgusting. And this is supposedly the MAGA movement? Are you kidding me? This is crazy. You know, he put out pictures like this, and then he follows it up with, it's not racist. It's funny. Well, I'm sorry, it's not funny. And after he posted crap like this, he stepped up his game. And on a live Periscope, which has been recorded, he called Brian Aseen a dirty Jew. That's one of his many accounts. 0 Hour has been suspended for shit like this so many times. There's Zero TikTok. There's Zero with the underscores. There's just plain Zero. There's all of it. If you guys stand with that right there, then, you know, when you leave this scope, block me. Because if I find it, I'm going to block you. I have no excuse. Or I just have no tolerance. You have no excuse. Also, on the live Periscope, 0 Hour recently called Brian Aseen a dirty Jew. When called on it, his response was this: if I bothered Brian with the dirty Jew thing, it was because I like blacks. I thought like blacks we could slang it at each other. Thought we were bros, dude. Free speech, my brother. And then shows a picture of a generic Jewish grandmother. Even if it is his Jewish grandmother, who cares? This is disgusting. For people that stand with this, you're not MAGA. Now that I've shown you that, I'm going to show you why I'm more upset than probably almost anything else. There's a website out there that this guy 0 Hour started and runs. It is called MAGA for America, and it's it's a pretty disturbing thing when you look at MAGA for America and you start to see the people that they have that's part of this website. First, Brendan Dilley, congressional candidate for Congress, who I have asked several times today on his scopes, does he disavow anti-Semitism and racism that Zero Hour portrays? Because I've seen him retweet Zero Hour many, many, many times, and I thought, well, maybe he just didn't know. But he's been warned, and he will not disavow. I say to you right now, Brendan Dilley, if you are MAGA in any way, if you're not a racist or an anti-Semite, you will denounce this character called Zero Hour, Fiona Dipshit Tarantino. This is ridiculous. You are on his website, supporting your agenda. And of course, all over this website is PayPal, PayPal, PayPal. The next person that I'm calling out tonight belongs with YVA. His name is James R. He's supposedly the voice of MAGA, the MAGA voice. Let me tell you something, James R. You're not my MAGA voice in any way. What he does is he just retweets Zero Hour. I mean, goodness gracious. This one's just from just a few days ago. No, excuse me, this is from a few hours ago. These guys are well aware that this is a racist site. They have been absolutely called out on this. And yet they continue to not disavow something that should be so easy. So believe it or not, this is looking really bad on President Trump, because Brendan Dilley says that he is a MAGA candidate, that he's behind Trump all the way. You know as well as I do, the sick lib turds in the media are going to jump on this, and they're going to attack our president with this kind of garbage. It's disgusting to me. If you don't think that Mr. James R. is a part of this in any way, he proudly posted his Dilldoe hats for weeks. Proudly. I call you out, YVA. I call you out, Bill Mitchell, Ann Vandersteel, Julio Gonzalez. I'm pretty sure if he saw that picture right there that Mr. James R. wouldn't be a co-host on that show. I'm pretty sure if he looked at this site and seen some of the things that were posted by this Zero Hour character, hell, Bill Mitchell might not have a job anymore. But that's not what I'm after. What I'm after is for you guys to disavow racism in this movement, anti-Semitism in this movement. I demand it, and I will fight you until you do it. This is baloney. You are taking good people, and you're turning them against the MAGA movement when they see bullshit like this. President Trump needs all the help he can get. He does not need anything to detract. He already has to fight over and over and over and over. So Brendan Dilley, when will you disavow? When will you take all your information off of this site run by a hateful, anti-Semitic racist? I'm calling you out, Dilley. Maybe you made a mistake. I hope you did. If you disavow, I will not ever say another word to you about it. That goes for you too. Bill Mitchell, Ann Vandersteel, James R., any of you guys, you disavow this character who is bringing shame upon the MAGA name, and I will stop this war. If you do not, this will become a war. That's all there is to it. This is disgusting. For all these people out here that think it's okay to be anti-Semitic, have you not seen what these people went through? Do you have any clue? All you have to do is look at the pictures that are right there on Google. All you have to do is talk to some survivors or talk to some family members of survivors. Guys, there's thousands of pictures. of what happened to the Jewish people because of anti-Semitism. And I'll be damned if I allow that kind of garbage to run rampant in the movement that I love. I've told you I will fight you to the end. I will die standing on this hill. Because there is no place for anti-Semitism. There is no place for racism in the Maga movement. When you open your heart to patriotism, there is no room for prejudice. Donald Trump said that. Tell me you're MAGA, yet you stand behind this. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Guys, I could take and spend 3 hours with all the screenshots, recorded video, and everything else I've got of this anti-Semite 0 hour, of this racist 0 hour who's infiltrated the MAGA movement. And I'm sorry for the people who have been deceived by him. I'm sorry that you guys were deceived. But after this, if you still stand with 0 hour, if you still do not demand Brendan Dilley disavow, you guys are backing him as a candidate. If you don't make him disavow, then you are complicit in anti-Semitism and racism, and you are not MAGA. You are not MAGA. Peacemaker, his accounts get gone all the time. He just gets another one. If you'd have seen what I just posted, there was probably 3 or 4 of them. It is a constant. But that website is eternal. That website I showed you that has Brendan Dilley's name on it, that has Brendan Dilley's picture on it, promoting him, promoting his campaign, is a website that is run by a racist. It's run by a racist. And he knows this because he has been warned. I actually got on his scopes and told him. Many people have told him. So these 4 that you see right here, the praying charlatan, James R. Brendan Dilley, they all back this guy 0 hour. They are on his website, MAGA4America.com. They are promoting their agenda. They are retweeting filth. And that's what really just, at the end of the day, made me just, I was done. When I saw Brendan Dilley retweet the scope where Brian Aseen was called a dirty Jew, that was it. I was done. And it was time to bring forth this evidence. So anybody that is a part of this group, I ask when you leave this scope that you block me, because I never want to see you again. This is disgusting. It's a disgusting thing when I go to Twitter and I have to see things like this. It's disgusting when I have to go to Twitter and I see things like this. It's totally disgusting when they call Brian Aseen a dirty Jew and then slough it off with something that, well, like this. I was just playing, bro. As you can see, that's another one of his accounts, Zero TikTok. He's got a ton. And it's amazing because every new account he gets retweeted by Brendan Dilley, by James R., by Ann Vandersteel. So obviously they searched this guy out. Obviously they are complicit in his racism. If they aren't, why will they not disavow? Disavow. I don't know how many times I will have to say it. Disavow, James R. Disavow, Julio Gonzalez. Disavow, Brendan Dilley. I'm done with it. I will not put up anymore with this racist crap in our movement. Like I said, I will stand on this hill and I will die on it, or they will disavow. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Go look at the pictures of the Holocaust and tell me that it's okay. It's not okay. It's never okay. There's never a good excuse. And the simple fact, like Steve Bannon not coming out till 3 days later and setting the record straight on his bullcrap against our president, that's exactly what's going on with YVA and Brendan Dilley. They've been told, they've been warned for 2 solid straight days. Yet, I go to the website right now. This isn't pictures, y'all. The website is up right now. MAGAforamerica.com. 0 Hour, Praying Medic, James, Brendan Dilley. Brendan, you're complicit in this, and it's disgusting, and I've got no time for it. So, if you missed the song at the beginning, I want you to watch it, and I want you to listen to it, and I want you to read the words, and I want you to know it, because in this day and age, there is not any excuse for racism. I won't have it. My crew will fight to the end. This is the hill that we can get together, and this is a bipartisan effort, because no one likes racist, anti-Semitic scum.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. So we've come here today to be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
I have a dream that my eyes couldn't see the color of skin that your pigment brings, that I couldn't feel the lashes of hatred, cause racism stings, that I never heard the names that degrade, that our youth now scream, that I never spoke words that hurt, so perverse that word taught to me, cause the world burned a tree of equality, no apology, there's a drought of dignity, though we thirst to be free, we're crippled and diseased by unspoken policies, labeled minorities, yet we're all one.
Those
Only
are children.
The blind can unconditionally love, so we must, yes we must,
Hashtag
we must
Dilley
right
disavow.
now. We must blind our eyes, listen to the cries,
Hashtag
face what's inside, break
YVA
shameful
disavow.
pride, changing our times till our fate's satisfied.
Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice. Now is the
Sometimes
time.
I wish I was blind, cause only then I could see the true nature of a human being. Oh Lord, I wish I was blind, cause only then there could be a world where color fades and is far in between. My gender, my age, my culture, my nation, under God, protected, uplifted creations. We gotta stand as one voice against the ages of men who destroyed the pages of a book that was sent here to save us. Minds captive, they raised us. In chains, enslaved us. In the pain, still stains us. In the rain, engraved us. With the struggle, it made us. Endurance, outrageous. Oh Lord, I wish I was blind to the fact that we was never free.
MAGAforamerica.com, that's 0 Hour site. James R. and Brendan Dilley are both a part of that site. As we speak,
It's
they're
our
still a
time
part of
to
the site.
open our eyes and see we are not blind. We are not blind. We will not be silent. We will stand up to the injustice. We will fight for our rights in our communities. Build bridges of peace and unity. I will be set free.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. My poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now is the time. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood from every mountainside. Let freedom ring, and if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. And so let freedom ring. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Many people have fought, and many people have died, so that racism could be eradicated in our country. It's time for us to stand up and fight, y'all. It's time for us to take a stand. If you can't take a stand against bigotry, then you can't take a stand against nothing. You're complicit in it. If you cannot take a stand against anti-Semitism, you cannot take a stand against anything. This is where we unite. I keep hearing it. Everyone needs to unite. This fam needs to unite. Well, let's fucking unite. Let's unite and take down these racists. I'm not trying to take down YVA, but they have to disavow. They must disavow. James R. must disavow. Brendan Dilley is running for fucking Congress. He must disavow. Hashtag no country for old bigots. Hashtag Dilley disavow. Hashtag Bill Mitchell disavow. Make them all disavow. Pound them, y'all. Make them disavow. There's no reason to stand up for a freaking racist bigot who sits on Twitter and Periscope, and all he does is tear down the MAGA movement and people within it. There's no reason for them to stand with it. So I say now, if you stand with them, I don't stand with you. And that goes for you, Bill Mitchell. I think Julio Gonzalez would be very interested in what's going on. Fam, let's come together. Let's fight this scourge. Because believe you me, this is going to bleed over, and this will hurt our president. This will hurt our president. As you can see with the pictures that I have, nothing on the internet goes away. Nothing. Remember those disgusting pictures that I showed. Let that steal your resolve, and let's fight. It's time to get this shit out of our MAGA movement. Sorry for the rant. Sorry, not sorry, because I am not sorry for standing up to these sons of bitches. I love you all, fam. For those that who are not with me, then delete me now. For those that are with me, let's fight like hell and make these cowards freaking disavow this piece of shit, Fiona dipshit Tarantino.